Always do sober what you do drunk. That'll teach you to keep your mouth shut.
Hemingway said that.
Yes, he did. And he said it to me.
I don't want you to go to Canada tomorrow.
It's for the podcast. It's what I do.
I travel around and I interview weird or interesting people.
So look out, you crazy Canucks! Wandering Wallace takes a raunchy road trip up to the Great White North.
Hello. I'm an old man who has enjoyed a long and storied life at sea. And after eons of oceanic adventure, I know I do not wish to spend my remaining years alone when I have such stories to share.
How far is Bifrost from here?
It's about 2 hours from here.
It's about 2 hours away.
I hate American guys.
Good evening.
It's nice to meet you.
Could I interest you in some tea?
So what happened after the boat sank?
I was alone, and then something very swift and frightening moved by me.
A walrus saved your life?
The walrus is far more evolved than any man I've heard of, present company included.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you? Would you?
There. It'll be all right, Mr. Tuss.
He hasn't called me in 3 days. I'm worried.
Why are you doing this?
Are you really mourning your humanity? I don't understand. Who in the hell would want to be human?
I'm so scared. This guy wants to turn me into an animal or something. I don't want to die in Canada.
This trailer is getting a lot of attention. A number of you asked me to review it. And I have to applaud Kevin Smith for clawing his way back to the top, or at least getting back closer to the top. Of course, he was a very well-respected filmmaker for quite some time, thanks to Clerks and Dogma, etc. But then he kind of shot himself in the foot, with a real low point being Red State. And as you might recall, he had a fake bidding war for that movie, and then it was fake because after a number of interested parties showed up to bid for the film, to distribute it or represent it, he announced that, oh no, I just called you here to make a point. I'm actually going to distribute the film myself. And this film has a tie to Red State. Michael Parks, who plays this crazy old dude here, played a crazy old dude in Red State. And the reason, I'm not a fan of this, by the way. I have to say, I'll get to that in a moment, but I have to give Kevin Smith credit for getting a film under the A24 banner. A24 is a fantastic distribution house. They have a wonderful reputation with the young target demographic that is right in the wheelhouse for the horror genre, and also A24 hasn't really moved into the horror genre. So I think they're very smart. They also court controversy. As you might recall, they released Spring Breakers, Harmony Korine's film with James Franco. And so I think this is a good acquisition for them. It also has Justin Long in it, so it's a little bit more credible than Red State, who didn't really have any huge names in it, as I recall, and seemed like a film that Kevin Smith should self-distribute. But this one, not only does it have Justin Long, but you might notice Haley Joel Osment's there, I See Dead People. And he seems like as he grows up, he's trying to steal Tyler Labine's career. Tyler Labine, of course, he's on a show on Hulu right now about dead people, actually. Maybe he's trying to take Haley Joel Osment's career. So he's, they're trying to, take each other out. But he's also, of course, was on Reaper, a really fantastic show on the CW. It didn't last very long, but really a good show. If you're ever looking for something to watch, during a slow time on television, I suggest you pick up those seasons. They're quite good. Now, as I said, I don't really like this trailer. This crosses the line to me from entertainment to just being too disturbing. I don't want to watch anyone be tortured. And I actually kind of question the taste of a line at the end, like, I don't want to die in Canada, because, it's meant to be humorous, and I think it does I think your initial reaction is to laugh. But then it's really a shameful laugh, because who wants to laugh at someone, being killed like this? And I think there are parallels maybe perhaps to Misery, and maybe that's where Kevin Smith felt he was going. But at the same time, I feel Misery, was a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit better of a structure. And also, what's going on here? I mean, just because you quote Hemingway doesn't mean it's okay to have some guy try and, gruesomely operate on a human to turn him into a walrus. You're like, but I quoted Hemingway, so it's cool. This is a sophisticated movie. I feel it just goes into a little bit too much to torture porn for my likes, and I would actually classify this more in line with a film like The Green Inferno. I thought The Green Inferno, that's coming out soon, from Eli Roth, is an interesting idea considering what happened to Michael Rockefeller in real life with cannibalism, but I would be more into a movie that just hinted at those horrible things instead of feeling like the real kicker was going to be actually showing these horrible, horrible things. And that's what worries me, I guess, about this movie. I don't want to see any of this. If they want to do some kind of exploration about man versus animal, maybe they could convince me that was okay, but I have no faith that this isn't going to go for torture porn. So I'm curious, what am I missing about the trailers for those of you who are really excited about this? Does this look like a great horror film? I mean, I know there are fans of the horror genre who want it to go that far. And what's your criteria for letting it go that far? When is it okay? When is it not okay? So please write your thoughts down below. And also, what do you think of Kevin Smith turning his career around and getting under the A24 banner? Do you think he fits with their roster of talent like Sofia Coppola, as I said, Harmony Korine, lots of other great films coming out from them? Is Kevin Smith a good match? Or do you think maybe they might be sullying themselves a little bit with the association? All right, write your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for asking for my review. I really appreciate it. And you can check out some more episodes right now.